social media impressions. So that says a lot about this global summit, the unanimous approach, the way it reached, the way it touched the traditional medicine community and the related stakeholders across the globe. Well, this summit had basically three objectives. Number one, the inclusive platform. The summit aims to provide an inclusive platform for cross-sectoral knowledge sharing and collaboration among the stakeholders. Of course, advancing the implementation of the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Strategy 2025-2034 was the highlight and the most important objective, and fostering a global movement for evidence-based action was another objective of the summit. The major achievements in the summit are not limited to what I read now, but these are the major highlights. We could launch the WHO Traditional Medicine Global Library in the summit. I'll tell you more about this. We had the launch of Health and Heritage Innovations Initiative during the summit. We had the WHO Strategic and Technical Advisory Group for the Traditional Complementary Integrative Medicine, which was launched at the first meeting of STAT-PCIM, was held during the summit. We had written commitments and pledges by 26 member states and 107 non-state actors towards the goals of the Traditional Medicine Global Strategy, and we adopted the Daily Declaration during the summit. We released the WHO Traditional and Technical Report on Training in Yoga, and of course, the inauguration of WHO Southeast Asia Regional Office in Delhi was also a highlight of the summit. The opening ceremony for the summit happened on 17 December, and you can see sitting on the dais His Excellency Aaron Masaluti, Minister of Health for South Africa. Then we had His Excellency J.D. Nadda, the Minister of Health and Family Welfare Government of India. We had His Excellency Prataprao Ganpatrao Jadhav, the Minister of Ayush, the Government of India. And of course, we had the support of His Excellency Yogi Kumar, Vice Commissioner of China's National Administration for Traditional Chinese Medicine. And you can see on the dais Dr. Shyama Villa, the Director of the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Center. We had technical programs planning across 3 days, 17, 18, 19 December. We had 4 high-level plenary sessions focusing on the story of balance, investing in science to drive the traditional medicine progress, reimagining health systems for balance, safety, and resilience, and of course, the measuring progress and changing the way forward regarding the traditional medicine strategy. So these were the 4 plenary sessions, and these were supplemented with 18 technical sessions spread across the 3 days. We had a wonderfully crafted the WHO Traditional Medicine Discovery Experience, a novel name given to the exhibition area. We had nearly 70,000 square feet of well-crafted space wherein we could display the interactive hands-on opportunity to sense, to feel, and to discover the different practices, tools, and traditions from across the globe. Traditional medicine discovery experience doesn't end with the summit. It's a good news for everyone. Those who could not take an opportunity to see it during the summit, well, we would be keeping it as a permanent exhibit in the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Center in January. The ministerial roundtable was the highlight of the summit on 19 December. We had a ministerial roundtable where 25 ministers from across the globe were physically present during the meeting, which was co-chaired by His Excellency Prataprao Jadhav, the Minister of Ayush Government of India, and His Excellency Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the Director General for WHO. A ministerial roundtable provided a platform for the launch of smart commitments towards the global traditional medicine strategy 2025-2024. And this is not only a one-time show, we would be monitoring and we would be reporting regarding the progress made towards these commitments in the forthcoming summits. So the closing ceremony of the summit happened on 19 December, and we had the honor of the presence of Director General WHO, Dr. Tedros, along with Honorable Prime Minister, Government of India, Shri Narendra Modi on the dais. And we had 26 national commitments, 107 non-state actor commitments announced during the closing ceremony. We had announcement of the WHO's first strategic technical advisory group on PCIM, which was announced during the closing ceremony. And of course, there was a launch of WHO Traditional Medicine Global Library, which is a collation of more than 1.6 million scientific records and resources, and this is always a growing field. So the second global summit is not the end. We look forward to, rather we have started discussing and preparing for the third global summit, which was likely to be held sometime in the second half of 2027. And the full summit report, along with other reports regarding the second global summit, can be accessed on the WHO GPMC website. The QR code will be displayed for this website in the last slide of the presentation. Well, this is something which displays the strong African representation during the summit. You can see in it is Honorable Cabinet Secretary for Health, Government of Kenya, was himself present there. And we had the ministers from Cameroon, from Mauritius, from Liberia, Malawi, South Home and Mississippi, Seychelles, South Africa, South Sudan, and Tanzania, who were physically present during the prestigious roundtable. We have smart commitments to achieve the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Strategy objectives from drug domestic from Africa, including Cape Verde, Cameroon, Kenya, Liberia, Malawi, Mauritius, South Home and Mississippi, Seychelles, Senegal, South Africa, South Sudan, and Tanzania. The commitments were primarily centered around the four strategic objectives of the new strategy. The strategic objective was regulation, saw the commitments regarding establishing the governance and regulatory frameworks in the member states, ensure safe quality assured and financially protected use of traditional medicine, and of course, the support regarding the harmonized standards across the member states. For research and innovation, which is the first strategic objective in the new strategy, we had the commitments ranging from strengthening the national research evidence generation system, investing in dedicated institutions and sustainable financing, and of course expanding the digital platforms and developing the digital centers of excellence. And we would be committed to work with these directions in the time to come in support of the member states. The integration-related strategic objective came with commitments ranging from pilot and scale evidence-based EMG integration into the primary health care and incorporating services into the national insurance scheme. We are discussing just how, unless and until the things are appropriately regulated, well, insurance is not possible. And unless and until the insurance doesn't happen, well, the things do not reach to the primary health care level appropriately. So improving the access and continuity of care is another commitment that we saw during this summit. Regarding collaboration, which is the fourth strategic objective in the new strategy, we saw the commitment from the ministers regarding the building and strengthening the traditional medicine workforce. Dr. Rossi also mentioned about the health workforce related importance in her slide. Developing dedicated training systems and professional pathways is another area where we need to work collaboratively. And of course, enhancing the competences across clinical, regulatory, and research domains. We look forward to working on all these directions. You can see the commitments made by African countries during the global summit, and you can see that some of the countries committed on one strategic objective, some on two, some on three, and I can see that Mauritius committed on all four European strategies related to all strategic objectives. Kenya, since we are holding the meeting here, Kenya committed on working forward in upgrading the regulation as well as integration of the traditional medicine in the national health system. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to interacting more during the tea, coffee, and lunch break. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer. Thank you so much. Before we go to this, my job, a part of my job was to update you regarding what happened in the pre-summit for the global summit preparation, and I would request Dr.